Yeah, so those who take Facebook lightly, thinking they don't make money from it, are about to have their eyes opened. I'll show you live proof. Look, I've been active on Facebook for a week. Yeah, so those who take Facebook lightly, thinking they don't make money from it, are about to have their eyes opened. I'll show you live proof. Look, I've been active on Facebook for a week.
3 days into this game, and I have uninstalled all other games in my phone. And game ads? Because here's the cold, hard reality. Out of 115 million channels, most are dead in the water. Seriously, 90% never hit 1,000 subscribers. Only 6% ever make a single dollar. Less than 0.05% reach 1 million subscribers. That means if you launch a channel today, your chances of hitting 1 million are 1 in 1,000. Most people hear that and quit before they even start. They think it's impossible. They think it's too late. They're wrong. Every big creator you know started from zero. They didn't get lucky, they did things differently. They had a winning mindset. And in this video, I'm giving you the 9 essential lessons that separate the top creators from the 99% who just give up. Because most creators start YouTube with the wrong idea. I just need one viral video. Once I get monetized, money will pour in. YouTube is easy. Record, upload, grow. Then they get hit with low views, no money, and slow growth. And that's when almost everyone quits. But the ones who make don't quit. They learn, they adapt, they get better with every video, and that's what makes them unstoppable. Here's what they do differently. First, set the right expectations. YouTube isn't a shortcut to money. It's a skill, a craft, and a long-term game. Start because you want to create, not because you expect instant success. Second, don't quit too early. The channels you admire, most of them weren't first attempts. Many creators made hundreds of videos before anyone cared. They stuck around long enough to finally break through. Third, apply what you learn. Don't just binge how to grow tutorials. After every video you watch, take one idea and apply it to your next upload. Small improvements stack up over time. Fourth, find the right advice. If someone promises overnight success, run the other way. Real growth takes patience, strategy, and effort. Fifth, stop trying to be unique too soon. In the beginning, study what's already working in your niche. Learn the fundamentals first. Then add your personality. That's when your channel starts to stand out. Sixth, define your niche. Random video.
AB Academy, what's going on, man? It's your boy Avery B. As you can see from behind me, we got a presentation whiteboard video for you guys. In specific, I'm about to teach you how many views you need in order to quit your job. Let's underline, quit your job. Because if you like me, you don't like working there. You want to do something creative with your time that's also going to bring you some of that money. Before we get into this, let me explain my exact story.
Yeah, man.
You guys don't know, I
Freaking need
quit
to
my
quit
job
my
6
fucking
years
job.
ago using this exact formula. And if you stay tuned to the end of the video, I guarantee if you do the same thing, you will quit your job comfortably and effectively. Let's get straight into it. First, before we tell you how many views you need to quit your job, let's talk about how much a job actually pays, right? So I'm going to use real numbers, right? The job that I was working at paid me approximately $2,000 per month, right? So if my job paid me $2,000 per month, let's break this down into YouTube terms. Now, YouTube revenue is the formula views divided by 1,000 times your CPM equals how much money you got from that video. Now, if you want to be like technical, it's really times RPM, but a lot of people don't know that word, you know. CPM is the more like thrown around to understand. But the difference between RPM and CPM is what it actually is versus RPM is your cut. Think of it like on your job W-2, you get your pre-tax versus your taxed income. This is basically YouTube taking their money. YouTube got to eat too, right? But that's neither here nor there. So we're going to say revenue equals views divided by 1,000 times RPM. That is your revenue. So to make sure that you further understand this, we're going to give an example, right? 100,000 views, like we see 100,000 views divided by 1,000, same number, times $10. Now, the reason that we're going to say a $10 RPM is because around the range that it be, depending on your channel. Different channels have different niches, have different RPMs and CPMs. This is a typical one if you're not doing no crazy stuff. You know, I don't know what you into, man, but around $10 should be around what you see. Go look at your YouTube analytics to see this exact number. Also, we're using $10 because it's an easy number to multiply and divide. You know, I am a YouTube teacher, not a math teacher. That's not what we do over here. We $10, my guy. So if we take this formula through, 100,000 divided by 1,000 times $10 equals, ta-da, you guessed it, 1,000 smackaroos. Meaning, if you was to get 100,000 views on anything, it could be one video, 2 videos, 5 videos, 100 videos you posted that month. If you was to get 100,000 views, you would get $1,000. That's why long form is key. A lot of people like, whoa, I just got 100,000 views on my short form and ain't get short form, bro. Long form is key, man. Stay tuned to the end of the video. I'm gonna teach you how to do long form videos more effectively, right? But let's go to the goal. Now, as we said, we made $2,000 a month in this job. So the goal is 2,000, right? Let's see. $2,000 a month, right? So if we put everything as we just seen into this formula, what it would be is, you know, your goal is 2,000. We're gonna put it down here. You will need how many views in order to get 2,000? You guessed it. You so smart, man. 200,000. You so smart. You guessed it at home. So as y'all can see, you need 200,000 views divided by 1,000 times 10 will give you 2,000. Now I know y'all think this is the end of the video, but it's not. I don't recommend you quit your job if you only making $2,000 because your job paid 2,000. You need to calculate this as 4,000 and keep your job. But that didn't mean I clickbaited you, because I'm actually going to show you how much you need to quit your job. Before we do that, let's get this eraser, because you're going to need more than this, buddy. You know, we're going to get a little bit more than that, man. You know, and actually all I had to do was erase that. We're going to put these zeros back up here because we're using whole numbers, you know. So I recommend you quit your job when you can comfortably 3x that number, right? So 246, $6,000 a month is when you should quit that job. 600,000 views a month is when you should quit that job. And like I said, we're making $6,000 per month. That means you have to be making 3 times the amount that you make at that job before you even consider quitting. And before you ask, hey, B, why are you telling me I got to make 3 times more? I want to do it right now. You ain't quit when you was making 3 times more. Actually, I quit when I was making like 3.4 times more, nigga. I was making $2,000 a month at the job, and I quit my job when I seen physically that I was making like $7,400 that next month, bro. I was like, all right, cool, I'm out of here, bro. And I ain't looked back since, right?
If you're starting a YouTube channel, I'm going to show you the one mistake that I see so many people making that prevents new channels from getting off the ground before they even have a chance to succeed. Because if you make this mistake in the first 30 days of your YouTube channel, you could be stuck at under 1,000 subscribers, and you could struggle to get views for months, watching other channels in your niche blow past you, while your YouTube algorithm gets completely confused about who your audience should be. My name is Matt Parr. I've grown over a dozen successful YouTube channels, but more importantly, I've also analyzed hundreds of different channels over the years, and I've discovered something shocking. There's one mistake that can set your channel back by months. This video is specifically for you if you've started a YouTube channel and you've uploaded 1 to 5 videos with disappointing results, and you're tempted to share your channel with friends or family, and you want to build a real business and not just a hobby channel. Here's a mistake that hurts a lot of channels. The moment people share their first video, they immediately share it with friends, family, and their social media followers. They post it on Facebook, send links to their relatives, text their coworkers, and ask everybody they know to subscribe and watch. Now, this seems logical, right? You need views to grow, and you want support from people who care about you. So it feels natural to reach out to the people closest to you. But here's what most people don't know. This single action can
Really good
poison
sound.
your channel's data and confuse YouTube's algorithm for months. Let me show you exactly why this destroys your channel's potential, and trust me, once you understand the math behind this, you will never want to make this mistake. YouTube's algorithm is incredibly sophisticated. We're talking one of the most advanced AI systems in the world. So when you upload a video, YouTube doesn't just want to show that video to random people. Instead, from my experience, I believe your videos go through what I like to call a 4-phase learning process. In the first phase, which happens in the first 24 to 48 hours, YouTube shows your videos to a small test audience. This is based off your thumbnail, title, description, and also your tags. And during this first phase, they're measuring dozens of different data points, including click-through rates, watch time, and engagement patterns. Think of this as YouTube's way of asking, is this content any good? And then in phase 2, which happens in week 1 to 2, if the initial test goes well, YouTube will start showing your videos to a slightly broader audience, an audience with similar interests, and they're refining their understanding of who is most likely to like your content. This is where YouTube starts to figure out, okay, this content works, but who exactly is it for? Phase 3 then happens in weeks 3 to 4, and this is where YouTube starts to get really sophisticated. Then they start showing your video to people with very specific viewing patterns and interests. And this is where the magic happens, because they're finding your true fans, people who will watch your content religiously and become part of your evergreen audience. And then finally, in phase 4, which is an ongoing phase, your video gets recommended on YouTube alongside similar content and shown to people with a proven interest in your niche. This is where YouTube helps your content automatically reach the right audience. And more importantly, this is where you start seeing that beautiful organic growth that every YouTuber dreams of. But here's the most critical part. And honestly, most people completely destroy their chances of YouTube success right here. When you share your video with your personal network, you're essentially breaking this entire learning process. What I mean by this is that when you upload a video, obviously you want that video to get views, you naturally start thinking of sharing your videos with friends and family. But let me tell you something. As soon as you do this, you're going to completely destroy that video's metrics. Let me give you a concrete example of how this works mathematically. Let's say you create a faceless channel about cryptocurrency investing. Your ideal audience is, say, people from 25 to 45 who are interested in financial education and have disposable income to invest. Now, if you share your crypto video with 100 people from your personal network, and this doesn't mean you have to have 100 friends, let's say you post it on your personal Facebook or your personal Instagram or something like that, and you get 100 views from that, and maybe you think some of those views are actually interested in crypto content, which a couple might be. Here's what actually happens. About 20 people will actually watch out of politeness, giving you a 20% click-through rate, which actually sounds pretty good, right? However, click-through rate is not the only thing you need, and click-through rate when it's coming from an external source does not matter nearly as much. You see, those 20 friends or family members will probably watch your video for an average of 30 seconds for an 8 to 10 minute video. That's barely even a 10% audience retention rate, which is absolutely terrible. And of course, barely anyone will subscribe because they're probably not even interested in cryptocurrency. And then YouTube sees this data, and what is YouTube logically going to think? They're going to say, we shared this crypto video with 100 people, but we got a terrible audience retention. Maybe the content's not engaging, or maybe we're not showing the content to the right people. But now compare that to when you let YouTube find your viewers organically. If you let YouTube show your videos to 100 people, which it will, YouTube will test your content to specific audiences if you put the right title, description, and tags on it. And most likely, if you do this the right way, they're going to show your video to people who are actually interested in crypto content. People click though, so you only have like an 8% click-through rate. It is a lot lower.
It's like a furnace in here. It's like a furnace in there.
Shift your hands, Annie. What? If you don't look at me, just look forward.
What are you looking at?
Oh.
I know.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Singer, go now. You're right. I don't know if I'm a hero, but I do know.
لديك فكرة مشروع رائعة؟ امنح فكرتك اسم نطاق من جودادي. كل
I don't really know why I'm doing this. That's a lie. I know why I'm doing this. I'm doing this because I feel helpless and there's kind of power in talking about problems. And I'm also kind of narcissistic, so I want to share it with all of you. I recently made the decision to stop smoking in my live streams because I think it's immoral. A lot of the people watching them, they're gaming live streams. A lot of people watching them are kids, so I think it's not moral to smoke while you're doing that in front of those people. But I'm not going to push this out to my subs, so. And I'm still smoking. And if I'm going to do something like this, there's just no way I can do it without smoking. So if you're a kid, let this be the first lesson. Don't smoke. I don't know what's going to happen to me 10 to 15 years from now. Statistically speaking, it's not looking good, but hopefully I quit very soon. It's on my list of things to do. But
Day in the life of a $30,000 a month TikTok clipper. So I fell asleep in my office last night because I was working so hard. And before I even got up off the couch, I got on my phone and got right to work. So the first thing I do is open up ChatGPT and ask it to generate me a horror story. Then I copy it and bring it over to 11labs.io to paste it in for my audio. Then I open up YouTube to screen record some Minecraft parkour gameplay for my background. After that, I open up CapCut to put the aspect ratio to TikTok, crop my Minecraft gameplay in the background, go to my files and add my 11 Labs audio, and then generate some auto captions and put it in the center. And it should turn out like this.
Something hard connected with my head, and I found my vision go dark and my mind blank.
I made $6.5 grand off one of these TikTok accounts, and I have 7 more. If you want to learn how to print off TikTok, you could join my free Discord in the bio. Day in the life of a $30,000 a month TikTok clipper. So I fell asleep in my office last night because I was working so hard. And before I even got up off the couch, I got on my phone and got right to work. So the first thing I do is open up ChatGPT and ask it to generate me a horror story. Then I copy it and bring it over to 11labs.io to paste it in for my audio. Then I open up YouTube to screen record some Minecraft parkour gameplay for my background. After that, I open up CapCut to put the
Hello everyone. This might be the first time you're hearing my voice, so I got some bad news. My channel has been demonetized for and they said it's mass produced and repetitive. So I need your help. help bigger creators. So I filed an appeal, but it was rejected just a few hours later. But so I need your help and help of bigger creators. So I filed an appeal, but it was rejected just a few.
Don't freaking know. That's a question. My question is, if you get monetized, that's it. You done for freaking Abraham or what? You can even, or you can get monetized sometimes later. Don't understand.
But as you see, no one even watched my video appeal. So it seems like the appeal is automatically rejected. It's complete mess. Just 3 months ago, I got a bullying guidelines strike just because of this part, and then it was complete false. After that time, I appealed several times, but it was not working. And then something ridiculous happened again today. What's going on here? My channel does not mass produce video using AI. It takes 20 hours to make this video. I'm making animations manually in After Effects. When it comes to characters and characters movement, I used After Effects Puppet feature. It's my own style. I make each animation manually. I design a character and the object in Photoshop first, and then bring it to the After Effects. I give some animation there, and then later bring it to the Premiere Pro, and in Premiere Pro I add caption and sound effect. And this is the process of each video I make. And how can this be mass produced content? And I use my character and I put my own spin on it. I use 11's Lab for my characters' voiceovers because it helps highlight and better express each character's unique trait. I don't use a template and I don't mass produce. Just because my videos start in the same school setting with the same students and the same teacher, it should not be considered as repetitive. It's my own unique setting of the video. And every time story is different because it's a part of a series that I have been making for 3 years. Each process of video is not so easy. It takes about 20 hours to finish. Taking a lot of effort and then called inauthentic content, it makes me sad. It's not AI generated or mass produced. Once again, I put a lot of effort into the videos. It's completely not fair. Please raise your voice with me and then let's
972 مشترك.
I'm bored. I guess I'll play a game. Oh, damn it. There is no energy to play the game. Except for watching ads? Oh, well, I have no other choice.
Download 68 balls and play it.
Oh, what the hell? What is this fake game ad? Skip.
Become a millionaire with a multi-trillion
It drives me crazy. It takes forever to skip the ads. Ha! Finally.
Enjoy fashion at low
Oh,
cost.
what the f? Another ad? It's annoying. Oh, I see the X button. What? Fake X button? Holy! They made a fake X button just to trick me into clicking the ad. But I won't fall for their tricks. I will wait until the ad is over. 3, 2, 1. It's over. I hate mobile ads.
What if I told you that thousands of creators are losing their income overnight? Not because they broke any rules, but because the system thinks they did. And the scariest part is that no one is explaining why. For years, YouTube felt like hope, a place where anyone, a student, a 9-to-5 worker, or someone sitting in a small room could build something meaningful. People invested their time, money, and energy into it, some even leaving stable jobs to chase this dream. And for a while, it worked. Channels grew, audiences connected, and income started flowing. It felt fair. It felt real. But then something changed. Out of nowhere, creators started getting flagged for inauthentic content.
YouTube demonetized me despite uploading my own original content.
Mass demonetization is hitting animation creators, and they don't care how original or high quality your content is.
Channels are getting falsely demonetized, and even after appeals, there's no clear response or accountability.
My channel was falsely demonetized 10 days ago due to Al error. All videos were under YPP and 100% original.
Help me! With no warning, no clear reason, and no specific mistake. Just one label and everything disappears. Monetization gone, frozen. Imagine waking up one day and your entire income, scripts, and even raw files to prove their authenticity. But the response was often the same: reject. With no clarity, no feedback, and no human explanation. Just a template reply. When this happens once, it may be a mistake. But when it happens to thousands, it becomes a pattern. And that pattern is starting to look like something much bigger. Creators from different countries, niches, and styles are reporting the same issue, the same flag, the same rejection, the silence. It no longer feels random. It feels automated. like a system is making decisions about human creativity without truly understanding it. And when AI starts judging creativity, the mistakes are not small, they are devastating. Because this is not just about views anymore, it's about income, real money. For some creators, it's thousands of dollars. For others, it's their only source of survival. Bills don't wait, rent doesn't pause, life doesn't stop, but their income does. In many cases, that money remains locked with no timeline, no communication, and no answers, just silence. And silence is the most dangerous part of all, because now the question is not whether creators did something wrong.
My content is 100% original. My videos are fully original and manually created.
It's been almost a week with no response.
The real question is whether the system itself is fair. Is there transparency? Is there accountability? Or are creators simply replaceable? Because tomorrow it could be anyone, even you. This is no longer just one story. It's a growing crisis. History has shown that platforms don't change until people speak up. So, if you're watching this, don't just...
Hey everybody, this is honestly really bad news for me. It's been over 150 days now and I've been facing this issue on my channel. My monetization was finally reinstated on February 28th and I genuinely thought everything was fixed. And I kept uploading consistently, putting the same effort as always, but suddenly my views dropped a lot. So I reached out to YouTube support and the support guy told me, yeah, just go ahead and make content similar to what's going viral. I trusted that advice and I followed it. But just 8 days later, on 8 March 2026, my channel got suspended again. At first, the reason they gave was inauthentic content, but later they changed the reason in their emails saying that half of my channel doesn't follow the guidelines. And honestly, it doesn't make sense to me. If there was something wrong with my channel, then why was my channel monetized in the first place? Why let me work for so long only to take everything away like this? I even submitted an appeal video where I clearly showed how I create my content, but it got rejected instantly with 0 views. Like, that means no real person even reviewed it. It actually takes hours of work just to create a few seconds of short videos. Like, I have to record gameplay, find the right scenes again and again, and spend a lot of time editing. This is not AI generated or automated content. Everything is made by me, the real effort and hard work. I've contacted support multiple times, but instead of getting help, I've been treated really poorly. Like, in my latest response, I was told that my issue wouldn't be resolved, and they even blocked my support access for 30 days. That was really frustrating. It's like everything is being decided by an automated system without even anyone actually understanding my situation. I've always tried to follow YouTube policies. My content is original and I've put real effort into everything I make. All I'm asking for is a fair chance, a real human review from someone in the YouTube team, someone who can actually look into my case properly. Because right now, it just feels like I'm being ignored.
I love them dearly. It's really fun to see them all explore the new features and find the new best strategy. Try it out. I'll see you there.
HR غلب حالك بطلبات الموظفين وليس الشيء بالوراء حل كله.
Hello, welcome back to the channel. I'm Ron. Today I'm going to tell you a little story.
معلم شاد شو
As of
الأخبار؟
March 2026, YouTube is conducting
شو
a
بتخبص؟
large-scale enforcement
ماشي معلم.
targeting low-quality, automated, and repetitious content, leading to demonetization and deleting of millions of YouTube channels. Now, from what I understand, this wave is
كيس يكبر ليش
primarily
ما أعتقد
aimed
صراحة.
at what I'm going to call AI slop, or channels that mass-produce content with little to no human input. So, again, let me tell you a little story. So, after 9 years being on YouTube myself, 9 years, the other day, I was checking my emails and I got this one, which basically said, hey, Ron, you know that YouTube channel that you have? Yeah, well, we're going to demonetize it effective immediately. Basically, you can't make money here any longer. Have a great day. So, no warning, no strike, no, hey, maybe fix this. and we'll go from there. Nothing. Just demonetized. YouTube monetization completely gone. Okay. It didn't say exactly that, but this is the actual email that I received. You can read it here for yourself. Now, if you're a creator, you already know
بقول
that's
لك
not
هسه
just
تعمل
noise.
قناة
That's like your
جديدة.
boss walking
اوكي
in the
وايش؟
office one morning and saying, we're not firing you. You're just not going to be paid anymore. You're going to work for free. Now, to be clear, I'm not a full-time YouTube content creator, whatever you want to call it, but that still stings. My channel is my side hustle, like many of you, perhaps. Now, here's the official message up in front of you that I received saying my YouTube channel doesn't meet the YouTube Partner Program guidelines anymore. Okay, but it would have been nice to know which part specifically. And then they hit you with the classic. You can appeal within 21 days or wait 90 days and reapply. Also, don't try to monetize anything or else we might nuke everything. Oh, and my personal favorite, of course, you can still upload
قناة ايش؟
videos and grow your channel. Say what?
عمل قناة ايش؟ هسه ما
Just for
قريت
free?
هذا.
Yeah, I don't think so. Now, here's where most people panic, and honestly, I don't blame them. I panicked a bit myself. Because when something like this happens, your brain goes, did I do something wrong?
قناة
Is my
تخربط
channel
بتبغى
done?
أكثر من إشي.
Am I going to be able to remonetize this thing? Did 9 years just go down the drain just like that? And here's the scary part. This can happen to anybody. Small channels, big channels, doesn't matter if you've been clean for years between policy updates that YouTube is doing, AI reviews, and automated systems. Sometimes you just get caught up in this net, we call it. So what did I do in my case? Well, in my case, I appealed the decision as I know that I run a high quality YouTube channel that does abide by the YouTube Partner Program guidelines. And to be clear, YouTube doesn't just want some form being filled out and sent to them. No, they want you to create a video explaining yourself and your entire channel. So basically, I had to sit there and say, hey, YouTube, it's me, Ron, blah, 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 and explain my content, explain how I
صعب
create,
تبلش من
edit
جديد.
it,
معلم
explain what my channel is
شادي
about.
حصتي.
To be fair and completely honest, I
أنت
knocked this
شايف
video out
الموضوع
pretty
سهل
quickly
بلش من جديد
as I wanted
معلم.
to get back to being monetized, and I knew I didn't do anything wrong. Now, here's the good news, or something positive out of all this. It only took me a day to get everything remonetized.
عادي معلم. لا معلم هاي موجودين حصتي.
But it also raises some serious questions if you're a
أقول
YouTube creator or even a part-time creator. If it was that
عندي
easy
مليون
to fix
متابع
it,
يعني.
why was it taken away in the first place? And taken away, really without a good explanation. Now, you might think that's where this
سهل أفضل المشتركين الأبصر من وين جبتهم. شو سبب قناة خربت؟ مش معلم قصة خربت ما خربت يا حج. الناس بالنهاية بتزهق تمام يعني دول لينكس على سبيل المثال يوغيو بتلعب يوغيو وكذا. في ناس خلاص بتبطل تلعب اللعبة، فلما تبطل تلعب اللعبة بتفقد الاهتمام. وصلت كيف؟ أو أي لعبة بشكل عام يعني. أو تلعب لعبة جديدة ونفس الإشي تلاقي جمهور جديد وهكذا معلم. يعني عادي في ناس بتلاقي عندها قناة مثلا أو قنوات تلاقي جيمنج بنفس الوقت فيه ريفيوز بنفس الوقت فيه 1000 قصة، فاهم علي؟ يعني مش بتحدد إيش واحد بالقناة يعني. لا بأي إشي ما بتلاقي حدا. بسبب النقاط تخرب تنوع المحتوى. طب خلينا نشوف معلم، خلينا نشوف هل تنوع المحتوى كيف. بس معلم والله شكلي معلم والله جبتك. هل تنوع محتوى خرب قناة؟
السؤال بيقول ايه؟ السؤال بيقول استاذنا انا معايا جمهور وعاوز اغير محتوى القناه بتاعي لاني كاره المحتوى اللي انا بقدمه، ممكن ترشدني لمحتوى اعمله؟ هنا اقول لك ستوب ونقطه من اول السطر. السؤال بيقول ايه؟ السؤال بيقول
بس أنا ما فهمتش، ما استفدتش شيء أصلا.
صباح الخير يا شباب، ازيكم عاملين ايه؟ بس عايز اوضح نقطة مهمة في موضوع المحتوى عشان في ناس فاهمة الموضوع غلط. موضوع المحتوى المتنوع، المحتوى المتنوع ما ينفعش في قناة واحدة. يعني ما ينفعش قناة خاصة بالفلوجنج مثلا، خاصة بالرياضة وخاصة بالتكنولوجيا، كل الكلام ده ما ينفعش في قناة واحدة. في قنوات عندها محتوى متنوع بس في الآخر هي بتستهدف شريحة معينة من الناس اهتمامها واحد. يعني مثلا قناة على سبيل المثال خاصة بالطبخ، ممكن تكون بتعمل حاجات خاصة بالتجميل. المحتويين دول مختلفين، لكن في الآخر في الغالب المشاهد ممكن يهتم بالاتنين. فهي دي فكرة المحتويات المتنوعة الناجحة. زي مثلا قناة هل تعلم، دي بتستهدف شريحة معينة من الناس وبالتالي وصلت بطريقة معينة، مع العلم ان هي محتواها متنوع. اتمنى بس النقطة تكون وصلت. لو في حد مش واضحة بالنسبة له النقطة دي يا ريت.
أنا أتعلم الإسبانية مجانا على دولينغو. من كانت لا بلاجا.
استضافة ووردبريس مدارة من هوستنجر لك 3 ميزات خارقة لتحسين.
اي تغيير بيحصل على قناتك بيأثر عليها، والتأثير ده اما تأثير ايجابي او تأثير سلبي. ايه ده؟ انت سمعت المقدمة دي قبل كده؟ ايوه، في الحلقة اللي فاتت واحنا بنتكلم عن تغيير اسم القناة. النهاردة جايين نتكلم عن تغيير المحتوى. لازم تكون عارف ان تغيير المحتوى ليه تأثير على قناتك. ممكن يكون تأثير إيجابي وممكن يكون تأثير سلبي في بعض الحالات فقط، وليس المجموع توتال. يعني إيه المجموع توتال؟ يعني أنا مثلا في المتوحد فكرة بشرح طريقة الربح من اليوتيوب، لو أضفت للمحتوى ده الربح من الانترنت. فهنا انا وسعت المحتوى ولم اغير تغيير جذري، على عكس لو انا في المتوحد فكرة عملت بقى مطبخ المتوحد، وقتها المشاهدات هتقل، وده امر طبيعي جدا لان اهتمامات الجمهور
كيف الرواية
اللي هم
تبعكم؟ كيف
مشتركين في
ايش؟
قناة المتوحد فكرة هتختلف، فبالتالي مش هيحبني، وهنا انا هأثر على قناتي تأثير سلبي.
Shut the freaking hell man. طب بلش الكيسي كب يا معلم صح؟ شوف شو في بالكيسي كب. Casey Cup, freaking nice. When was the freaking Mary held? September, July, August. July? I think, no. Okay, start. لعبة صارت زهق، مشكلة مش عارف لعبة صارت زهق يا معلم. طاقم بقيهم قصدي يغني يالو. ما يعطونا نسخة ايش يا معلم؟ نسخة The Winged Dragon of Ra. شوف. اوكي. جيمز نو ايش هاي؟ Detention Code. بس اللعبة صارت ملل، كل شي صار ملل. الحياة صارت ملل، كل شي صار ملل معلم. فور بدأ ليميت سكيل ريبالانس. ايش شو صار ليميت جديد؟ اشوف. only one gaming puppet limited 3 April no longer outcast. selection box CBX. صارت الميتا كلها ايه يعني كونامي ما اعتقد معلم يعني ماشي اعطونا الهبل هذا الديك ليست ولا الكاركتر ديك دولز او شي زي هيك مان. بس اعتقد لازم يغيروا تغيير جذري للعبة اصلا يعني. تحس لازم يعملوا ابديت ضخم، فاهم علي كيف؟ لسه في ناس كتير معلم الفانز تبعون دول لينكس يعني. لسه في ناس تاك دول ممكن يعني تاك دول بقول ممكن يكون مود حلو، بس في ناس لسه زي في ملايين من الناس بيلعبوا دول لينكس، فاهم علي كيف؟ بس بالنهاية هي يعني خلص أذواق زي ما بيحكوها. بس ممكن تمل بسرعة، فاهم علي؟ ما الكل ما في يعني حدا أو الكل إنه عندهم طولة بال وشي زي هيك، فاهم علي؟ زمان كان في شباب كثير يعني بالستريم وباللايف بيلعبوا دول لينكس وكذا وزي هيك. بس في ناس خلص بتنشغل بالحياة، بطل في حدا بيلعب شغله بالتقييد اللي بشوف بس في ناس خلاص بعدين بتمل معلم، بتبطل لعبة، بتحذفها أي شي، بتلتي بالحياة وصلت يعني. يعني إذا النفوس بتتغير، فما بالك يا معلم يعني اللعبة يعني مش عارف. يعني كيسي كاب أعطانا ليفل 7. خلينا نبلش بالهيبوز. أعتقد ثواني
someone inside me who believes in me.
يعني بتحس اللعبة كيف يعني مش قصة مملة. هي مش مملة يعني بتتسلى بالنهاية بتضيع وقتك عليها فاهم علي. بس هي قصة إنه إيه تحسها روتينية يعني نفس الاشي نفس الكذا تلفل شخصيات بطاقة جديدة ايفنت معاد كيس كب بانكيك نفس الشغلات مع انه الماستر دول ما بعرف بحس مملة اكثر يعني ماستر دول تخيل تستنى واحد نص ساعة معلم هو بيعمل الكومبو فاهم علي. يعني تخيل تستنى انت واحد نص ساعة وهو بيعمل الكومبو اشي مقرف يا معلم. دول لينكس على الأقلية في عندك سبيد دول فاهم علي زي هيك يعني خلص على السريع بتلاقي الماتش خلص يا معلم 3 ادوار دورين تلاقيه خلصناه اوكي. بس